Hello, my name is Ron Winter. Tonight I'd like to talk about the Fishhawk X-4D and the Fishhawk X-4 probe system. First, let me start by asking people, how many people have some kind of probe system on their boat? Great. Next, I'd like to know how many people have the Fishhawk X-4 or X-4D. Excellent. So let me take a step back and talk about the three major components for the new folks in the audience. So I'll start with the transducer. The Fishhawk is a X-4 system, is a wireless system, meaning it transmits your signal from the probe through the water to the transducer. You don't need a coded cable like the competitors, and in fact it's the only one on the market. So this is a great advantage for your probe. Now the second major component is I'll get the probe. Here's the probe. It is 1/3 smaller than previous probes and ones on the market. It's because of that design, there's less blowback, and you also it's more streamlined. Now the other features is this takes 4 AA batteries, and this lasts about 100 hours or an entire season. It has a breakaway cable, and the X-4D version, which gives you depth at your display, this actually has a pressure sensitive device that, just like your Fishhawk TD, that'll allow you to give you that depth. So the other thing is when you put it in the water, it turns on. Take it out of the water, it turns off, and you'll see that with a little LED red flashing light. It also has a breakaway cable. Okay, so that's the second part. The third piece is your display. This is the X-4 display, and this will display the temperature and speed at the ball and also at the surface. Large readouts. It has a blue backlight display, and I'll show you that looks like here. Okay, and in the digits. And the X-4D, this is new for 2015. This is the redesign. This will actually has orange backlit display, and that's for night blindness to avoid. It also has depth, and also has a Bluetooth chip in it to send information to your smartphone or tablet. Here's a picture of that. Okay, so what's really nice about sharing information with your buddies, if you catch a fish, you can put log information about that catch. It'll capture the depth, the speed and temp at the ball, and also give you lat longitude. So you can send this via text or email to your fishing buddies, and this is really great information to keep track of as you catch fish off that downrigger. Alright, we talked about the three major components of the Fishhawk system. Now let's talk about some of the advantages. I get out fishing about once a week, and a lot changes in those 7 days. And the winds and prevailing winds and temperature, typically in the July summer when a thermocline is set up. We have a 3-hour window to fish, so we don't have a lot of time to waste. So what I want to know is, when I first go out on the water, is how deep the temperature is, and if it's down 70, 80 feet, the preferred temperature, which we're looking for, 55, 57 degrees, I'll move 2 or 3 miles till I find the colder water, based on the previous day's winds and where that cold water may be. So after we find around 50, 55, 60 feet our temperature, is what we're looking for, our target, I identify the thermocline, 50 feet, 55, 62, and we're fishing for salmon, and I'll put a rod at each 3 of those depths, and then I'll run a rod out of temperature, either above or below, or sometimes both, where we might be seeing bait on the sonar screen. The second critical piece here of information is the speed. When we're trolling down at Split Rock and near the Thompsons area, there's some very bad currents down there, and wherever you point the boat, you might be way off because you're either burning your lures out or having them stall out because you're not maintaining the proper speed. So similar to the Niagara Bar, where out in the western end of Lake Ontario, we deal with a lot of currents here, and having that right speed, and we look for around 2.3 as a starting speed, we can keep that lure dancing down there at any place we point the boat, and we're adjusting. So this is a big advantage. The last advantage I want to talk about is the depth of the ball. Knowing where that lure is precisely, because that accuracy of that, I also can keep it off the rocks or off the reefs. So if we're going parallel to a reef, and I know exactly where that probe is running, I can get out of trouble quickly because I've got that on my dashboard, on the display. So those are some of the three main reasons, and this is one of the most important pieces of equipment on our boat, and it really helps us catch more fish. So at this point, I'd like to open it up to questions and see what you folks have for questions. So let's start now. Okay, very good. So if you're interested in one of these systems, you come see me after the presentation, or stop by at Vermont Home and Marine. We do installs there, and we'll get you set up, and happy fishing. Thank you.